If you didn't notice about me, I'm not really into sports. I never play them during my free time, and I definitely don't watch them. But I do find animes about sports interesting. Maybe because in shows, they introduce a person or a group of people that you'll care about, where you learn that they want to be the best in a sport. You want to root for them. But to root for them, you gotta understand what's going on. You know the rules of how the sport is played, so you know when they're doing amazing or when they're doing terrible. So that's how they get you into wanting to learn about their actual sport. And the way they portray the sport makes it fun to watch as well. For example, the boxing matches in Hajime no Ippo are amazing to watch. The representation of movement using mistrails, the slow motion moments where you can see the sweat fly off, the build up to a punch, and showing the impact of the punches make all the matches feel intense and enjoyable to watch. And that's what I want from sports animes overall. I want them to be able to introduce me to a sport while making it look intense as hell, so I'll be really into it, just like Hajime no Ippo. I want to see some intense sports action in animes. And that's why I started watching Yuri on Ice, because I want some intense ass figure skating that will get my blood pumping. With all the seriousness though, that's kind of why I started watching Yuri on Ice. I never knew much about figure skating, so I thought the show would make it pretty entertaining for me. Well, was it entertaining? Well, let's see. The main character of the show is Yuri Katsuki. He is a figure skater from Japan. The story starts with him coming home after losing several skating competitions, including the Grand Prix finals. You see Yuri feeling heartbroken about this and is unsure about his future. Right off the bat, the show grabbed my interest because Yuri is a relatable character. He has a dream of being an amazing figure skater and he's trying to chase that dream, but he's struggling and he doesn't know what to do. He needs someone to give him a push in the right direction, a person to inspire him, and the person who does this is what makes the story interesting. Ever since Yuri started figure skating, he always looked up to Victor, who is a well-known amazing figure skater from Russia. It has always been Yuri's dream to be as good as him one day, but it just so happens that Victor wants to be his coach. Victor wants to be the one who gives Yuri the push in the right direction, but not everyone's happy about this though. Yuri Politsky, or Yurio, or pretty much the Russian Yuri, is pretty upset about this. He's the other main character of the series. He looks up to Victor and wants him to choreograph a skating routine or program for him. But Victor instead leaves to help the Japanese Yuri. Yurio now wants to prove that he's better and pretty much becomes his rival. Throughout the show, you'll see the Yuris and many others compete in the figure skating competition. And speaking of skating, let's talk about how it's portrayed in the anime. I think the presentation looks great. The opening alone got me excited about seeing some figure skating action. Just the way they were able to animate every movement of the skaters during their routine or program is amazing. And the music being played during their programs add a lot to the experience. The whole figure skating part of the show is just so beautiful to behold. There are some things I have problems with though. Like there are times when the characters' bodies look stretched out, or how they look weird at times when it's zoomed out. But overall, the figure skating looks great. Another thing I enjoy about the anime is the relationships. The relationship between Yuri and all the people who are supporting him back home, and especially the one with Victor. Yuri is incredibly happy about his idol finally noticing him and wanting to be his coach. And because of that, he tries his best to improve his skills and ends up doing a lot better than he used to. There's no doubt that Victor is a gifted figure skater, but he's never coached anyone before. So you see him trying to learn how to be a good coach for Yuri while giving him emotional support. Although the relationship starts off as a student and coach, it eventually evolves into friendship, and maybe something more. Their companionship became so interesting to the point where there were honestly moments when I got emotional. I did have some problems with the anime, but they're pretty nitpicky for the most part. Like for example, throughout the show you'll see Yuri do the same program over and over again. It's because the skaters have to do the same two programs at every competition. The same song and everything. Which sucks because I wanted to see Yuri do some other stuff as well. And speaking of the skaters, you'll see plenty of other people's programs throughout the competition as well. Which is kind of cool, but I sometimes don't care about how they do. I sometimes just want to see how Yuri does since he's the main character of the show. But to do that, I'm gonna have to sit through these other skaters' programs and see how they do, even though I don't know anything about them. Being able to see the others perform does add some variety to the programs though, so I guess it isn't so bad. And the programs aren't always the exact same. Like a main routine and music may stay the same, but like skater may change things up to earn more points by doing more spins or salchows compared to last time they performed. And there are times when Yuri may have failed trying to do multiple salchows before, but he's gonna try to do them again, and it makes you really want to see if he'll succeed in doing it this time. Although I did complain about seeing Yuri do the same programs over and over again, seeing him do his free skate while hearing his thoughts gives me goosebumps every time. Overall, is Yuri on ice good? I think it's okay. I came in wanting to learn more about the world of figure skating while being introduced to characters I'll care about, and that's exactly what I got. I didn't like the ending to the show, but I heard they're making a movie and maybe a second season afterwards. So until then, I gotta wait to see where this figure skating adventure goes. Thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a great day. Take care, everyone.